It's just after midnight on November 1st, 1943. The North Atlantic is in full rage. Black waves rise like walls, smashing into steel hulls, while freezing wind tears across the ocean. In these conditions, visibility means nothing. Survival depends on sensors, discipline, and decisions made in seconds. Cutting through this storm is the American destroyer USS Bory. She's not escorting a convoy, she's hunting. Moments earlier, her radar picks up a faint contact. It's inconsistent, blinking in and out. Exactly the kind of signal that keeps captains awake at night. On the bridge stands Lieutenant Commander Charles Hutchins, just 30 years old. Now responsible for over 100 lives. He doesn't hesitate. He orders flank speed. The Bory pushes forward, slamming into waves that tower higher than her deck guns. 5 nautical miles away, another machine listens in silence. German U-boat U-405 is riding on the surface. Batteries charging, crew exposed to the storm. Her commander, Rolf Heinrich Hauptmann, knows this is the most dangerous moment for a submarine. Then the hydrophone operator hears it. Propellers, fast ones, not friendly, not British, American. Alarms echo through the narrow steel corridors. The order comes instantly. Dive, back on the Bory. Radar contact disappears. That single moment tells Hutchins everything. The enemy knows they've been detected.
Just vanished. Radar is clear.
This is no longer a chase. It's a duel. Now the Americans switch from radar to sonar. In rough seas, sonar becomes unreliable. Waves create noise. Temperature layers bend sound. One mistake, and the submarine vanishes forever. Then sonar gets a hit. The U-boat is deep, moving slowly, trying to slip away beneath the chaos of the storm. Hutchins orders an intercept course. On the German side, Hauptmann hears the steady ping of American sonar growing louder. He knows what's coming, but there's little he can do. He can't fire blindly. All he can do is maneuver and hope. On the Bory, depth charge crews stand ready. Sonar suddenly shifts. The submarine passes directly under the destroyer's keel. Hutchins reacts instantly, ordering a hard turn to bring the stern over the target. Depth charges fall. Explosions tear through the sea. Shockwaves slam into the U-boat's bow. Inside U-405, lights flicker. Metal screams. Water forces its way in. At this depth, flooding can't be controlled. Pressure wins every time. Hauptmann has no choice. The submarine erupts from the ocean, breaching violently through the stormy surface. Searchlights snap on. For the first time, both crews see each other clearly. German sailors flood onto the deck, manning 20mm guns, firing wildly through wind and rain. Tracers streak across the darkness, slamming into the Bory's superstructure. American sailors dive for cover as steel fragments tear through antennas and railings. The Germans know their only hope is firepower. They rush to bring their 88mm deck gun online. If that gun fires, the Bory could be crippled. Hutchins doesn't wait. All guns open fire. American 20mm cannons roar to life. Shells rake the submarine's deck, cutting down gun crews and shredding exposed equipment. The 88mm gun crew tries to aim, staring straight into the barrels of American 4-inch guns. They never get the shot off. The shells hit hard. When the smoke clears, the deck gun is gone. So is everyone around it, but the submarine refuses to die. Hutchins understands something critical. Gunfire alone won't sink a U-boat. Its pressure hull is built to survive punishment. If he wants to end this, he needs contact. He gives the order few naval officers ever want to give. Ram it. The Bory surges forward at nearly full speed. Sailors brace themselves as steel collides with steel. The destroyer slams into the submarine's side, crushing plating and tearing open the bow. Below decks, seawater floods into the Bory. Engineers fight desperately to keep turbines turning. On the submarine, German sailors scramble out again. What follows isn't naval warfare, it's chaos. Men fire pistols, rifles and submachine guns across the gap between the ships. Others throw shell casings, tools, anything they can grab. In the storm, on a pitching deck, it becomes a brutal, close-range fight for survival. The Americans have cover and height. The Germans have none. One by one, resistance collapses. Still, the U-boat manages to pull free. Both ships are badly damaged. Both are leaking. Neither can afford another mistake. The submarine attempts a final gamble, turning to fire torpedoes. Hutchins orders the searchlight cut, plunging everything into darkness. For a brief moment, the Germans believe they've escaped. Then the light snaps back on. The submarine is right in front of them. Hutchins orders one last attack. The Boris swings hard, releasing depth charges at point-blank range. Explosions rip through the water. The submarine's hull finally fails. Flares shoot into the sky. Surrender. 15 German survivors abandon the sinking U-boat. The Boris slows, trying to assist. Then a lookout spots something worse. Another torpedo, possibly another submarine. Hutchins orders evasive action. The destroyer turns away, accidentally forcing the German survivors back into the storm. They are never rescued. The battle is over, but the cost isn't done yet. USS Bory is dying. Flooding spreads uncontrollably. Engineers keep working even as water reaches their chests. Eventually, the order comes to abandon ship. Rescue vessels arrive, but the sea claims 27 American sailors before dawn. The Boris sinks beneath the Atlantic she fought so hard in. From an engineering standpoint, this battle is almost unbelievable. A destroyer using ramming tactics against a submarine, a surface gunfight in hurricane-force seas, decisions made not by perfect data, but by instinct, training, and raw judgment. This wasn't about superior weapons alone. It was about understanding limitations, exploiting moments, and acting faster than the enemy could adapt. In the North Atlantic, that night proved a brutal truth of modern warfare. Technology matters, engineering matters. But in the end, survival still comes down to who makes the right call when everything is falling apart.